I really like my dorm. I would say Weld is one of the best. I would put it up there in the top 3 with like Strauss and Thayer. I'll give Weld like the 3rd spot. Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm a first year from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm thinking of concentrating in Hist and Lit with a focus in American Studies. And today we are in Weld 43, which is my first year dorm. And I'm gonna show you a bit around to show you what it's like. I think on move-in day, it seemed smaller than I expected. But once we moved around the furniture and made it work, I actually really love the space. I think it's nice and cozy. And even though there's like bigger dorms here, I think that Weld has the perk of being more social. Weld is, in my opinion, for amenities, the best dorm because we have laundry in our basement and we have yard ops, which deals with basically like any maintenance needs you would have. We have a COVID test drop off in Weld. All these things are in Weld. So it's A, great for that reason. B, it's in the yard. So that means that it's very close to like Annenberg and my classes. I can leave like 2 minutes before a class and make it there on time. I really like my dorm. I would say Weld is one of the best. I would put it up there in the top 3 with like Strauss and Thayer. I'll give Weld like the 3rd spot. So right now we're in my common room in Weld 43. If you look to my left, we have our beloved beanbag chair, which is where many naps have been taken and many people who come in just to chat can hang out. And yeah, it's kind of gross, but it's a great chair. Right next to it, we have the microwave and fridge, a necessity when it's like 1 a.m. and you're hungry. So we rented these through HSA, which is Harvard Student Agencies. They basically will like ask first years before they come onto campus if they would like to rent any of these. HSA will bring the stuff to you before you come to campus. So like on the first day I came in, this was in the room. And then we have my desk over here. I got the window seat, so it's very nice because the view of the yard is so pretty, especially at night. On my windowsill, I just have like books from Humanities 10. And then next to it, I have some instruments that I built in a class last semester, which is so cool. For the class, you basically just build instruments and create music. For my first project, I built a cigar box guitar over here. And then I also, for my final project, built an electric ukulele, which is over here, which is functional, but I don't have an amp. I love doing my work here because libraries are not my thing, but it's a beautiful view, so I cannot complain. Moving throughout the rest of the room, we have like my roommates' desks. I think there are some first years who have some more cohesively decorated rooms. My roommates and I are all pretty different, which I love. So the decorations are like a little disconjointed, but I feel like that makes it homey. So I really like it. And yeah, so basically as we move over here, this is my room. I live in a double with my roommate Bristol. And then we have one more double across the hall or across the room. And then we have a single. So 5 of us live in Weld 43. So yeah, we're gonna enter into my room now. So we're now in my bedroom. So right here is my bed. I have my poster wall up here. So I just put like favorite bands of mine, favorite artists. Right next to the poster wall, I have my wardrobe. And then everyone gets a bookshelf, which I just like use for storage. I also am like right near the 2 windows of this bedroom, which is super nice because it's so pretty at night. So when I'm going to bed far too late on a school night, it's super pretty to look out when it's like snowing and stuff. So that's my side of the room. But right in front of me is my roommate's side. So basically our room is pretty narrow. It's just like a nice long room. So what we did is we split it halfway down. So this is my roommate's side and this is my side, which I personally really like because then we each have our own side of the room. Okay, so now we're gonna go up to the solarium, which is the mysterious perk of Weld. Really quick before we head to the solarium, this is the communal bathroom. So my suite does not have a bathroom inside, although some Weld suites do. So we use our communal bathroom. Okay, so right now we're in the solarium, which is the top floor of Weld. It's one of the common spaces in Weld. And it's super nice because at night you can see out on pretty much all of the yard. There's Matthews. You can see, I think like Lowell Tower over there. So it's a really nice place to get a good view. And it's also very warm in the winter, which is key. I love the solarium and I write many essays up here. So next I'm gonna show you our basement, which is where I do laundry and where we put our trash. Okay, so right now we're in our laundry room in the basement. So this is where everyone does their laundry, but also people who live in Grays, which is the dorm right next to us, have to come here to do their laundry because they don't have one in their basement. Weld once again wins with the amenities. And then right over there we have our common room, which is just like a space where people can hang out or do work. But then there's also like a nice kitchen in there. So I know a lot of people who cook and bake in there. So then over this way, we're gonna head to our trash room. So this is where we take all of our trash, recycling, and compost. They have options for all three. Lots of variety. So yeah, as you can see here, everyone can bring them down here. So again, very nice that Weld's basement has like these types of amenities because you don't have to go outside in the Boston cold in winter. Okay, so now we're back in Weld 43. Thanks for checking out Weld with me. Definitely one of the best dorms on campus because of the community. So be very excited if you end up in Weld in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching.